माइक बंद करो, माइक बंद कर दो, माइक बंद कर दिए।
अस्सलाम वालेकुम भाई। हेलो
सलाम।
भाई, वी विल स्टार्ट 5 मिनट्स।
वालेकुम अस्सलाम। इनेबल वो कर देना, इनेबल एडिटिंग क्लिक नहीं हुआ। वो बोलेंगे, वो कुछ बोलेंगे शायद। करने के लिए भी रहने के लिए।
भाई, वी विल स्टार्ट इन 5 मिनट्स। एम आई ऑडिबल?
Yes, yes.
भाई, you are not audible. I think your voice is cutting.
Now I think you can get my voice because I have mute my mic. That's why.
Okay, भाई, now it's clear. Okay. Welcome everyone. Thank you for joining us for today's webinar. My name is Sabahat Ahmed Khan and I am the co-coordinator at IEEE MU Student Branch. Today we are presenting you the episode 11th of Get On Board to Abroad. This webinar is organized by IEEE AMU Student Branch and our guest today is Rashid Khan Bhai and Mohammad Asad Ahmed Bhai, both of whom are doing their masters from a prestigious university in Taiwan, National Taiwan University of Science and Technology. Just a little housekeeping before we get started. So a recorded version of this webinar will be available at IEEE AMU Student Branch YouTube channel. And also we would love to hear from you. If you have any question, during the presentation, please type them in the comment in the question box. We will bring them up after the presentation during the Q&A session. Now, without further ado, we will turn over to the guests. Over to you, Bhai.
Good evening, everyone. Am I audible?
Yes, Bhai.
And my screen is also visible.
Ji, Bhai.
Yes, we will continue the webinar in a mixed language mode, Urdu and English, so that you could easily understand. Okay.
ठीक है भाई.
Okay. Okay. This is our profile. That my colleague is MD Asad Ahmed. He is pursuing Masters in Geotechnical Engineering from National Taiwan University of Science and Technology. He did his BTech and Diploma Engineering from AMU. In Diploma Engineering, he was a gold medalist and secured the topper seat and got admitted in the BTech. His bachelor, you can see his profile that in bachelor his CPI was 9.4, his IELTS score was 6.5, and he has done an internship also, and you can see that he has a large number of publications also.
Thank you, Rashid, to introduce me. And you all maybe know or don't know, I will introduce Rashid Ahmed Khan. He is one of the active member for study group, various study platforms. So Rashid Ahmed Khan is currently pursuing his master's in electrical engineering from the same university, National Taiwan University of Science and Technology. And he, in the past, he did various achievements, and his education belongs from Aligarh Muslim University. First, he did diploma engineering, and then he's moved to bachelor. After that, his profile is very superb. He has very good GPA, and you can see his IELTS score is very superb. And he did 3 internships, which is quite difficult. I mean, he was very busy in internships maybe, and he has several journal paper, and that's all. And we will going to discuss something why Taiwan. So Rashid will introduce why Taiwan.
Taiwan is in different nationality people come over here to pursue a higher degree of job opportunities. As you know, Taiwan is a Chinese culture country in which you can find a diverse culture of Chinese people over here. People generally
I'm
come
sorry
here
to disturb
for
you. सर आपकी स्क्रीन नहीं मतलब सो रही है, आगे नहीं बढ़ रही है.
अच्छा,
स्लाइड शो में कुछ लाएं आप.
अब
जी भाई, हो गई.
Yes, it is okay.
जी भाई. जी भाई.
Okay. Generally, people come here because the life standard of Taiwan is very high. Here is a better opportunity to pursue the higher degree also. There are lot number of scholarships because they also provide university scholarship as well as government also provides some scholarship. Here you can learn the Chinese also. This is the second most spoken language in the world, Chinese. And here you can easily secure the job also after pursuing your master's or PhD if you have a good command in the language, Chinese language.
Nice, Rashid. You have introduced very good things about Taiwan. So first, I will tell who can apply over here, because Taiwan is like a very small country, but still there are lots of opportunities. Don't worry about opportunities. If you're from engineering, you are from science, you're from arts faculty, you can come to Taiwan. And if you want to pursue master's, bachelor, or PhD, whatever it is, you can continue. The good thing with Taiwan is that now they are making the Taiwan they are making their country as bilingual. That is, their first language as Chinese and the second language as English. So it's a better opportunity for us to pursue our studies in Taiwan. And Taiwan is basically known for, as Rashid introduced, TSMC, which is a basically chip manufacturing company. So Taiwan is basically known for science and engineering. Here, engineering, I mean, you can say it's a technological country. So most of the things are about technology and research things. But yeah, here, if we want to discuss about universities, there are so many good universities. And then how can you apply? What are documents required? Rashid will put some light on this.
Yes, if you are applying on, basically if you are applying for the master, then you should have a bachelor degree in which you should have a PhD. University have a special criteria for GPA, but it's not that so much high that any average student cannot apply. You can apply over here if you're having a GPA or 7 or a 6.5, you can easily apply over here. You should have a degree or a transcript basically in which you, aside from degree, in transcript all the subjects are mentioned on a single sheet of a paper from first semester to the 8th semester. And you should have a passport. It's basic that you are going to study abroad, then it is inbuilt that you should have a passport. English proficiency test, basically TOEFL or IELTS, it is not mandatory.
Yes.
If you have it, then it will be beneficial for you, but if you don't have, it's not required. In most of the program, they also didn't ask, like in my university, in mechanical, they do not ask for a TOEFL or IELTS score, but in electrical, they ask for TOEFL or IELTS score. But the band score requirement is very low. It's only 4.5. It means that if you only appear in the test also, you could easily acquire 4.4 or 5 band. So it's very easy. You should just sit in the test and you can easily get that much of a score. And statement of purpose or the motivational letter, that why you want to pursue a degree in Taiwan. You have to write a 1-page statement of purpose within 500 or 600 words. Letter of recommendation, they require a minimum 2, a maximum 3 letter of recommendation. It is not required that you should go to the chairman or a dean to getting like letter of recommendation. You can take letter of recommendation from your subject teacher. They generally don't ask for a written LOR. You have to, when you will fill the form, you have to just put the email ID of the teacher. It will be electronic LOR. They will send a recommendation link to your teacher and the teacher will fill in it. And CV, everybody knows that CV is the basic in which you have to put all your achievement and GP and everything in the CV. And research outcome, if you have a publication, then it's very good because Taiwan is a research country. So if you will have a publication in your past, then securing admission will be very easy.
Thank you, Rashid. You have introduced very good thing about the documents. Now I will tell something about the universities in Taiwan. If you want to continue PhD, अगर आपको PhD करना है, then I think TIGP is one of the best place. But problem क्या है कि TIGP में सारे courses नहीं है. So you have to move to some university. TIGP basically not research. So and then in moving towards university, and is the best in Taiwan. And after that, there are some universities, but like here you can see some universities is lying above NTUST. But NTUST ये काफी अच्छी है यहाँ पर अगर आप engineering में है तो.
भाई presentation is still at the same page. Why Taiwan?
Why Taiwan? Oh.
Now it has changed.
Okay. You can let us know whenever there is a problem. Now, is it working? Okay, we'll continue like this. So, at NTU, then it's quite good. And if you are like NCTU or NTHU, then try to get at NTUST. Because I heard from some senior my colleagues, they are saying, अरे तुम NTUST में पढ़ते हो यहाँ तो placement हो ही जाता है. So if you are targeting for a job, I'm sure like you will get 100% job. Rashid, we ever heard like someone didn't get job after NTUST?
No. If you pursue your master from NTUST, definitely you will get a job.
And the salary is also good, right?
Yes, approx 50,000 or 45,000 Taiwanese dollar.
Yes, so it's a good salary. I think if you want to do research, you can go NTU, sure, no problem. But if you want to do a job after masters in Taiwan, then you can choose NTUST. It doesn't mean कि हम लोग NTUST में पढ़ते हैं तो हम लोग NTUST का promotion कर रहे हैं, ऐसा नहीं है. But this is the reality. Then deadlines for application form. So in Taiwan, just like United States, they have 2 deadlines. So also here there are 2 deadlines in fall and spring. So both have separate deadline. So for fall they have March every year, and for March every year, and for because I applied in spring, so I applied like in September, and NTUST is the last one in October. So don't wait for October, okay? And because most of the university in Taiwan क्या होता है कि सब सितंबर में खत्म हो जाती है, except NTUST. So still you have a chance if you are in fall. If you are in spring, sorry. Then Rashid will discuss something about money.
Yes. जैसा कि असद भाई ने बताया कि डेडलाइन जो है अलग अलग होती है, तो इसमें जो ये है कि स्प्रिंग में जो बच्चे अप्लाई करते हैं उनको स्कॉलरशिप मिलने के ज़्यादा चांसेस होते हैं. स्प्रिंग में जो है स्कॉलरशिप आसानी से मिल जाता है ना, क्योंकि जो अक्सर क्या होता है कि जिनकी प्रोफाइल अच्छी होती है वो कहीं ना कहीं एडमिट पा जाते हैं. तो जो बच्चे कुछ लोग रहते हैं जिनका एडमिशन नहीं हो पाता है फॉल में, तो वो स्प्रिंग में अप्लाई करते हैं. तो एज कम्पेयर टू फॉल, स्प्रिंग में जो लड़के होते हैं वो एवरेज लड़के होते हैं. तो इसमें जो है आपका इंटेक आसानी से स्प्रिंग में जो है आपको स्कॉलरशिप के साथ जो इसमें आपका एडमिशन हो जाएगा. और मनी मैटर्स, जाहिर सी क्यों इंडिया से जाएगा, पैसे जो है वो सबसे है ना हमारी सबसे बेसिक नीड है. कहीं हम बाहर पढ़ने जाए सबसे पहले जो स्कॉलरशिप मैटर करता है हमारे लिए. तो यहाँ पे जो है स्कॉलरशिप 3 कैटेगरी के होते हैं. एक जो है यूनिवर्सिटी स्कॉलरशिप होती है, एक जो है प्रोफेसर की स्कॉलरशिप होती है, एक जो है गवर्नमेंट की स्कॉलरशिप होती है. तो जिसमें सबसे आसान जो है यूनिवर्सिटी स्कॉलरशिप होती है. इसके अंदर जो है स्कॉलरशिप के भी कैटेगरी में 3 कैटेगरी होती है. स्कॉलरशिप के कैटेगरी में मतलब जो यूनिवर्सिटी प्रोवाइड करती है, ये हर यूनिवर्सिटी में ऐसे ही है, चाहे NTUST हो या NTU हो या NTHU हो, कोई भी यूनिवर्सिटी हो, उसमें 3 क्राइटेरिया होती है स्कॉलरशिप की. पहली जो है वो फुल स्कॉलरशिप होती है. इसके अंदर जो है आपका ट्यूशन फी जो है पूरे 2 साल का या PhD का 3 साल का वो वेव कर देते हैं. उसके अलावा जो है आपको मंथली स्टाइपेंड मिलती है, जिसमें से NTUST में सबसे ज़्यादा मंथली स्टाइपेंड मिलती है. तो इसमें फुल वालों को जो है 12,000 NTD मिलती है. और पार्शियल स्कॉलरशिप में आपका ट्यूशन फी जो है वेव हो जाता है, इसमें भी मंथली स्टाइपेंड मिलती है, मगर इसमें मंथली स्टाइपेंड जो मिलती है वो फुल स्कॉलरशिप से थोड़ा कम होता है, मतलब 2-4 हज़ार NTD जो है इसमें कम रहता है. अब आगे ट्यूशन फी है, तो ट्यूशन फी में क्या होता है कि ट्यूशन फी वेव कर दिया जाता है, बाकी आपको अपने एक्सपेंस खुद कवर करने पड़ते हैं. मगर ट्यूशन फी में भी अगर कोई आ जाता है तो यहाँ प्रोफेसर के पास जो है बहुत सारे इंडस्ट्री के जो है प्रोजेक्ट्स होते हैं. यहाँ पे जो आप TA बन सकते हैं या RA बन सकते हैं. TA में क्या होता है, वही आपको टीचर के साथ जो उनके क्लासेस में जो असिस्ट करना पड़ता है. बेसिकली टीचर जब बैचलर्स स्टूडेंट को पढ़ाते हैं तो उसमें जो आपको उनको असिस्टेंस देना पड़ता है, उनके साथ एग्जाम वगैरह लेने के लिए वो आपको भेज देते हैं. तो इस तरह आप टीचर को हेल्प करेंगे तो वो आपको कुछ लिविंग अलाउंस देते हैं, या आज आप RA भी काम कर सकते हैं. तो इस तरीके से ट्यूशन वेवर पे भी है ना, यहाँ पे जो है आप अपना गुजारा कर सकते हैं. लिविंग अलाउंस बहुत ईजी है. तो ये स्कॉलरशिप जो था ये यूनिवर्सिटी का था. बाकी जो है प्रोफेसर का स्कॉलरशिप अभी डिस्कस हो गया कि मतलब अगर आपको सिर्फ ट्यूशन फी मिल रहा है तो कैसे जो है आप प्रोफेसर के साथ स्कॉलरशिप पा सकते हैं. तो इसमें यह है कि प्रोफेसर की स्कॉलरशिप के लिए इसमें यहाँ पे ये होता है कि प्रोफेसर स्कॉलरशिप तो आपको 2000 लैब की तरफ से मिलती है, या हर यूनिवर्सिटी के अलग अलग क्राइटेरिया होता है, वो लैब से आपको मिलता है प्रोफेसर के थ्रू. उसके अलावा भी आप पा सकते हैं. बाकी जो है आपकी गवर्नमेंट की स्कॉलरशिप होती है, MOE होती है, ICDF होती है और मोस्ट होती है. ICDF में जो है कुछ यूनिवर्सिटीज़ में कुछ चुनिंदा कोर्स में ही स्कॉलरशिप दे रहे हैं. जैसे इलेक्ट्रिकल इंजीनियरिंग में जो है आपका पावर इलेक्ट्रॉनिक्स में ये सिर्फ स्कॉलरशिप देते हैं, वो भी NSYSU यूनिवर्सिटी में देती है. मतलब ताइवान टेक, मतलब जो मेरी यूनिवर्सिटी NTUST, उसमें ICDF स्कॉलरशिप कवर नहीं करती. MOE जो है ये जो है इंडिया एम्बेसी प्रोवाइड करती है. मोस्ट स्कॉलरशिप जो यहाँ की जो साइंस की जो मिनिस्ट्री ऑफ साइंस एंड टेक्नोलॉजी जो यहाँ का एक डिपार्टमेंट है वो स्कॉलरशिप प्रोवाइड करती है. उसमें डिफरेंट जो है प्रोजेक्ट्स होते हैं.
Yeah, this is just I can say a general background. Like still there are many opportunities about scholarship, but you have to be you have to clear your vision first, then you then you will surely get a scholarship. Getting a scholarship in Taiwan, I think, is not difficult.
Yes, it's very easy.
You have to just make a try. You have to just email to professor, just apply. Because also मेरे हिसाब से राशिद के यहाँ पर application fee भी बहुत ही कम होता है.
Yes.
Because we have not mentioned anywhere. Because there are many things, small things, everything cannot be mentioned in the presentation. So यहाँ पे पैसे भी बहुत ज़्यादा नहीं लगते हैं application form में. NTUST में लगते हैं और कुछ यूनिवर्सिटी में नहीं भी लगते हैं. So if you cannot afford, you can apply for free. Yes, NTUT, they don't have any application fee, so you can apply over there. They also give good scholarship. And this is about MUSO group, which is basically helped me to came here because I was what happened to me about my college. I went to join some coaching institutes to study for ESE and GATE, but what happened? COVID pandemic came. I didn't get success in that exam. तब मैंने decide किया, okay, I have to do something because if I get stuck over here, I will be stuck. So because ESE or GATE, it's only for a few people. Like GATE में अगर तुम्हारी 10,000, 5,000, 1,000 rank आ रही, you cannot get anything. So you have to, if you want to get something better, like you have to move to some other country, good country, developed country. Then you will get good opportunities. So AMU has also helped me from zero to like my selection. I was zero when I was started, but just get in touch with AMUSO people and AMUSO group. You will get a lot help. Rashid, you want to tell something about AMUSO?
Yes, ये MUSO ग्रुप में जो मैंने यहाँ पे मतलब 3-4 साल में इसमें मतलब एज ए मेंबर रहा, इसमें जो है बेसिकली CV से लेकर SOP, LOR सारी की सारी चीज़ों में जो इसमें गाइडेंस मिलती है, वीज़ा प्रोसीजर्स वगैरह भी बताए जाते हैं, है ना, कि एक मेंटर दे दिया जाता है, वो आपको शुरू से लेकर हर स्टेप पे जो है आपको गाइड करता है. तो यहाँ पे ताइवान के एडमिशन में इसमें जो सबसे आसानी क्या होती है कि आप एडमिशन से पहले जो है प्रोफेसर को मेल कर दें. अगर प्रोफेसर आपको ले लेता है तो 100% श्योरिटी है कि आपको फुल स्कॉलरशिप मिलेगी. और यहाँ के प्रोफेसर जो यूजुअली रिप्लाई भी कर देते हैं.
Yes, like in my lab, professor is waiting. Oh, someone will email me. So in some lab, if you are really curious, email to professor and don't email like one day to all professor. Mail like one professor, wait for 1 week, 2 weeks, and then email to other professor. So this is the way how email works. So if you have any questions, you can ask freely. Don't hesitate. And yes, you can ask. So there are how many questions? Interview भी है. So someone is asking like वीजा के लिए इंटरव्यू भी है. वीजा के लिए कुछ ऐसा इंटरव्यू हो जाता है किसी का नहीं होता है, बट मेनली ताइवान के लिए वीजा मिल जाता है. लाइक एक वंस अपॉन अ टाइम मैं और राशिद एक सीनियर के पास गए थे. उन्होंने कहा कि अगर तुम कहीं बाहर जा रहे हो वीजा के लिए, तुमसे अगर काउंसलर क्वेश्चन पूछे कि क्यों जा रहे हो, तो डोंट से दैट ओ वहां पे तो जॉब लग जाती है, वहां रहने जिंदगी गुजारने जा रहा हूँ. डोंट से दैट. जस्ट से I'm going there to study, and after finishing my study, I will come back. So never say like, oh, I'm going to settle there. Never say in visa interview. And in Taiwan, everyone will get visa. I never heard like someone visa rejected.
Yes, मेरे से अगर 10 लोग अप्लाई करते तो एक ही को इंटरव्यू के लिए कॉल किया जाता है, 9 को तो बिना इंटरव्यू के ही वीजा मिल जाता है. तो वीजा यहाँ पे कोई इशू नहीं है, जैसे एज कम्पेयर टू इटली और US है जहाँ वीजा मिलना बहुत डिफिकल्ट टास्क है. तो यहाँ पे जो वीजा बहुत आसानी से मिल जाता है.
Someone asked about slide. If you want to get slide,
yes, you can email us. We will
yes.
send you this slide.
Yes,
We have
okay.
mentioned our email ID in the chat box also. You can take our email ID from there and just mail us. We will give you the PPT also.
And how do I become a member of MUSO?
Oh, yeah,
Okay, any idea about BSc student? BSc, yeah, my room partner is from computer science, so they are doing exchange program. So
We
yes,
are asking for bachelors.
so for bachelors, yes, in NTUST they have started English program. You can search, you can go on the Google and search it.
Yes, I have. My neighbors are doing bachelors in material science. They are in
Yes.
bachelor from Vietnam. So I think there are some English program also for bachelors. You have to first explore the website.
Oh, language barrier. Good question. I think language barrier is not a big deal in Taiwan because, you know, here a lot of people know English, and mostly you will live in the campus. Like not only in Taiwan, if you go to European countries like France, so what will happen to you? तुम्हें फ्रेंच सीखना पड़ेगा. Everyone know French, no one knows English, or very few people know English. Similarly in Taiwan, so wherever you go, apart from English speaking country, you have to face some language barrier. But what is the solution? कि तुम English language सीखो. If you want to do job, if you want to do PhD, then it's okay. You don't need to learn language. You can just complete your masters or PhD, whatever it is, and move to another country for your higher study.
और ताइवान जो है बाइलिंगुअल भी हो जाएगा, है ना. 2023 तक इनका मतलब ये है कि बाइलिंगुअल करना है कंट्री को.
Yeah, someone asked about safety. I think I never heard any crime in Taiwan. So it's like India में news पे क्या चलता है, oh China is going to attack on Taiwan and something like that. Don't worry about that. That's are all beyond imagination. That is not currently happening. Yes, there is Taiwan is quite safe for boys. Even it is 100% safe for girls. So don't worry about safety.
आप अलीगढ़ से भी लोग आए यहाँ पढ़ने, मतलब
Yes.
लड़कियां भी आई हैं पढ़ने भी. हमारी यूनिवर्सिटीज में है 2-3 लड़कियां अलीगढ़ से.
How much GPA is good? अगर आपके पास 10 है तो it's superb. अगर आपके पास 8 है, it is good. Don't worry. 7 है still. But थोड़ा सा अगर आप देखो, if you apply directly to on the website, do not email any professor. You have to compete something. But if you email professor, they on your low GPA, on your low profile, they will give you admit. Okay, so don't think about that. I want to do PhD in education faculty. Oh, education. One of our friend is doing something.
Masters in education. He's from Jamia in NTUT.
Yes, he is
Yes.
doing something on education, and also Husni Mubarak.
Yes, he is also doing
Digital
PhD.
education. So you can also. So I asked him why you didn't went to Europe or somewhere. He said like कि यहाँ पे digital education ज़्यादा अच्छा है, digital learning. So you can continue over here. Job is very good in Taiwan, so don't worry about job. You will get job. I never heard कि किसी को job ना लगा हो. Yeah, maybe you have to wait for some time, but for master's student, they will get surely job. What is according to you matter the most important on your profile? Oh, profile. What is important?
I think if you will mail 100%, you will get the admission.
Whatever you have, organize everything in a well manner. This is the most important. If you have lots of things, you didn't organize your CV or every documents and just write randomly and didn't explain anything in a good way, though.
मैं आपके साथ शेयर भी करना चाहूंगा. एक हमारे दोस्त थे, वो NTUST में अप्लाई कर रहे थे, नेशनल ताइवान यूनिवर्सिटी ऑफ साइंस एंड टेक्नोलॉजी. उन्होंने SOP में लिख दिया नेशनल ताइवान यूनिवर्सिटी, सिर्फ वो अलग यूनिवर्सिटी, और उन्होंने यहाँ अप्लाई कर दिया. SOP में यूनिवर्सिटी का नाम भी उन्होंने चेंज करने की जहमत नहीं की. हालांकि उनकी प्रोफाइल बहुत अच्छी थी, मगर उन्होंने यूनिवर्सिटी का नाम ही गलत डाल के अप्लाई कर दिया था. उनको एडमिशन नहीं मिला था. छोटी छोटी मिस्टेक लोग कर देते हैं. ओवरऑल प्रोफाइल देखी जाती है. अगर आपका GPA कम है तो आप उसको रिसर्च के साथ कंपनसेट कर दो.
Someone asked me about geology. Good question. I'm from geotechnical engineer, a colleague of geologist. So I can say here geology is good because क्योंकि यहाँ पर जो रिसर्च होता है, यहाँ पर ताइवान का जो लैंड है वो एक फॉल्ट पे है और यहाँ पे काफी अर्थक्वेक आते हैं. So it's a good place for geologist. Permanent residency. What can you say about this? Someone want to live here permanently. I think I do not want to live anywhere permanently. I just want to come back India. You can live here. There are a lot of people from different countries who lives here, so no problem. I'm looking for PhD in mechanical engineering.
Yes, you could apply over here.
Mechanical
Material also, because
it's one of the famous in NTUST.
Yes, material science also you can apply. Public university that you can apply. One is the most easiest way to find the public university, that you just see whether the name of the university start with national or not. If it start with national, it means that it is a public university.
Yeah, don't apply anywhere. Just apply for national university, just like in India, Indian Institute of Technology, IITs. So in Taiwan, they term like national university, something like this.
और हम लोग लिस्ट आपको PPT आप हमारे पास मेल करिएगा, हम आपको PPT शेयर कर देंगे. तो ताइवान की जो अच्छी यूनिवर्सिटीज है उनको हम लोगों ने एक जगह कलेक्ट कर आपको भेज देंगे.
भाई
Yes.
पिछले 10 एपिसोड में एक बहुत जनरल आइडिया रहा है कि इफ़ यू हैव रिसर्च एक्सपीरियंस देन मोस्टली यू विल गेट स्कॉलरशिप. तो मेरा ये सवाल है कि मतलब रिसर्च एक्सपीरियंस कोई बैचलर्स का स्टूडेंट कैसे करे?
मगर ताइवान में ऐसा श्योरिटी नहीं है, क्योंकि एक मेरे कलीग है, मतलब मेरे जूनियर हैं जो इस साल यहाँ आए, उनके पास बहुत ज्यादा रिसर्च पेपर था, मगर उनको सिर्फ ट्यूशन वेवर स्कॉलरशिप मिली थी। हमारे असद भाई हैं, इनके पास एक भी रिसर्च पेपर नहीं था, मगर इनको यहाँ पे जो माशाल्लाह फुल स्कॉलरशिप मिल गई। तो ये कुछ नहीं है कि रिसर्च रहने से ही एडमिशन मिलेगा।
जस्ट ऑर्गेनाइज एवरीथिंग इन अ गुड वे। आई थिंक कि आपके पास जो भी है ना उसको आप अच्छे से डिटेल में लिखिए। ये नहीं कि आपके पास 50 चीज लिख दी है और किसी का सिर्फ टाइटल लिख दिया सबका। So this is not a good CV. Whatever you did, explain it in a good way. This is important.
Yes.
So that they can really understand what you are.
रिसर्च है तो प्लस पॉइंट है, क्योंकि जो है ताइवान जो रिसर्च हब है टेक्नोलॉजी के मामले में, तो अगर रिसर्च पेपर है तो बहुत अच्छी बात है, बोनस है आपके लिए।
Best courses after BSc chemistry. Biochemistry, I heard like biochemistry is a good branch. I don't know about chemistry also. You can switch to chemical engineering. I only know about engineering. And yeah, that's all I think. Someone is asking, भाई मैंने अपनी 10th और 12th किया है और किस में admission? No one see whenever you did 10th or 12th. Just everyone see when you graduated from university. This is important. Who said you like कि कब plus 2 और high school की हो? कभी कोई नहीं पूछता, कभी नहीं, never. Even you no need to mention about your high school or senior high school. No one see yours. Everyone see your GPA of bachelor's. Okay.
What are the different?
Taiwan from rest of the world according to you? In some aspect, I think Taiwan is the place where people are friendly. They don't they don't have racism. They are not racist. Oh, you are
Yes.
white, you are black. They are so good people.
They respect for each other.
Yeah, and they respect your religion from whatever you are. Either you're Hindu, Muslim, Christian, Judaism, whatever you are, they will respect you. So this is a very good thing. I like this in terms of Taiwan. I like this for Taiwan. Yes, people are really good and humble. Whenever you meet them, when I came here in Taiwan, what happened? I take a wrong bus and went to some
I
very
was
far
also
away.
with you.
Rashid was also with me. So what happened? We reached very far some from our destination. So we met a lady and asked her, oh, how to go to this place? She said, oh, why you take bus? तुम गाड़ी से चले जाओ। हम लोगों ने कहा यार हमारे पैसे नहीं होते। She said, okay, I will give money, go with car. So she rent our car and we came to our destination. So people are so humble, and this is not the only one situation. Many times like हम कभी जाते हैं, हम पूछते हैं भाई ये जगह कहाँ है, वो हमें वहाँ छोड़ कर आते हैं. So this is the good thing with Taiwan.
और कैफेटेरिया में मैं एक बार जो है दोपहर में अपना मोबाइल भूल गया था, फिर रात को मुझे जब रूम पे आया तो याद है मैं मोबाइल नहीं, अब कहाँ है मुझे याद ही नहीं। मैं सोचा मेरा मोबाइल खो गया, कॉल करना और रिंग जा रहा है। फिर अगले दिन मैं जब दोपहर में कैफेटेरिया गया तो वहीं पे मेरा मोबाइल रखा हुआ था। यहाँ के लोग जो है बहुत हम्बल हैं, रिस्पेक्ट करते हैं एक दूसरे के लिए, बहुत अच्छा माहौल है यहाँ पे।
यहाँ पर चोरी और क्राइम्स जीरो है और यहाँ पर रिलीजियस फ्रीडम 100% है. If you want to practice Islam, no one will say, oh, why you are practicing Islam? Government will not say anything. Even you are local. Okay, so don't worry about that. That's all I think we have did. Whatever.
Yes.
If you have any further question, you can ask. You can
Here
ask
also, or you can mail us also.
Yes, you can mail to us also. We are also always reply to the one who really want to know about it. And because many people like, oh, mail कर देते हैं उसके बाद सो जाते हैं, and they don't have interest. So it's not good thing. So if you're really interested, then ask in detail everything. It will help you surely. Mail ID. Oh, Rashid also already has given his mail ID.
Yes, I am giving again. You can.
Anything else? IEEE student branch coordinator. What is your name? I don't ask.
Sabahat bhai. Sabahat.
Coordinator your name. We want.
So you have any question for that?
Bhai, I have a question like, what is the scenario for environmental engineering there? Ji bhai.
Oh, he is from
Ji bhai.
civil.
Oh, you're from civil engineering? So,
Ashad is also from civil.
I'm also from civil. So I think environmental over here is good if you want to. But in my university, in civil engineering, there is no environmental engineering division.
Oh.
Okay, so you need to take other school like NTU or somewhere else. But if you want to come to NTUST in environmental engineering, तो तुम्हें वहाँ पर जाना पड़ेगा chemical engineering में. They have combined environmental and chemical engineering in masters, so you can go there. It's okay.
Okay, bhai. So now I would like to call
Fine,
Zahid bhai
no
for
problem.
vote of thanks. Zahid bhai?
Yeah. Am I audible?
Ji bhai.
Yeah. So, Assalamu alaikum, everyone, to the one and all present here. It is such an honor for me to get the opportunity to thank you all, dignitaries. On behalf of the IEEE AMU Students Branch, I extend a warm welcome to the people in the gathering. I would like to express my gratitude to all the esteemed delegates of the webinar for their presence and contribution. I extend my gratitude to our honorable guest, Mr. Rashid Ahmed Khan and Mr. Asad Ahmed, for taking out the time from their busy schedules to grace the event. Thank you for inspiring us and guiding us for our future careers. I must thank the organizing team for working hard for the past few days to make this webinar successful. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you, everyone.
Assalamu alaikum.
Assalamu alaikum.
Walaikum assalam.
Thank you bhai.